This is a demand and inventory risk advisor agent. Proactively identifies the early warning signals like declining sell-through, then aging inventory, regional demand mismatch, and weak promotion effectiveness. It recommends the targeted actions such as price adjustment, inventory rebalancing, or escalation, and it helps the team to reduce the markdown exposure and to protect the margin. So let us test the agent. Here I ask the agent to show the categories where the sale through is below plan, that is the negative variance, and inventory is aging. So here the agent identifies the categories where the sale through is consistently below plan, that is negative, and the inventory aging continues to age, that is beyond 120 days. So here are some highest markdown, like the risk signal detected. The criteria used for this is the sale through plan is negative and inventory aging is greater than 120 days. So here are the 12 matches or the 12 result which shows the which meet the risk signals. So for example, uh, for the footwear it shows the highest risk with the inventory aging up to 165 days and the sale through it is the 15 -15%. So instead of waiting for the large clearance markdown, the the agent will recommend the early actions. Like for footwear, it recommends the action like high severity immediate interventions, such that then for the home it shows some other recommend the other actions like high risk is high risk. Then for the apparel it shows something, so this will help to preserve the margin by acting before the markdown pressure becomes unavoidable. Here I am asking the agent that which SKU shows the regional demand divergence and the weak promotion lift. So now the agent identifies the SKUs with the regional demand divergence, which should be high, and the weak promotion lift should be less than or equal to 3%. So, uh, so agent interpret it based on the interval regional demand divergence, that is equal to high and weak. So these are some the SQS with the high regional demand divergence plus weak promotion lift. So the footwear has the uh, highest risk. So the footwear has the SKUs like D003, D007, 191, 195, and 199 show the extremely low promotion lift, that is the less than 3 means 2%, and it shows the very high inventory risk. So this indicates that the problem is not visible, but the pricing or the placement is. So the agent highlights these as the high priority risk requiring the immediate intervention. Here I ask the agent that what actions should be taken to reduce the uh, markdown risk across the high risk categories. So here the agent moves from the insights to execution. So it identify the domains which has the with the high risk signals. So the categories like footwear, home, and apparel shows the high risk signals. So for the footwear, it is the highest urgency category, and it recommends the immediate intervention by accelerating and the targeted price and the targeted pricing actions due to the severe aging and the demand gaps. So it has the high risk signals like sell through is uh, up to minus 15, then the aging gap is 165 days, and it has the high divergence. So these are the some actions like to escalate the pricing decisions, accelerate the inventory. For similarly for home, it has the high risk signals like sale through like up to minus 12, aging gap up to 150, and it has the high divergence in the east. So the action for these are escalate to uh, merchandising owner, then targeted price adjustment and the inventory rebalancing. For the April, the precision pricing and rebalancing are recommended to correct the demand like early without heavy markdowns. Here I asked the agent that which decision require the escalation to pricing or merchandising owner. So the agent identifies the decision that requires the escalation. So it's split between the pricing owner and merchandising owner. So the decision requiring escalation to pricing owners are for footwear D003 footwear, then D191 footwear. These are the two for the uh, pricing owner. So here the pricing strategy is not aligned with the regional demand. The recommended action for this is to escalate to the pricing owner. Then decision requiring acceleration to merchandising owner. So here it is divided into D009 home and D197 home. So it is for the home, especially it is in the east region, repeated failures to indicate a merchandising issue. It requires a review of the like it suggests the assortment relevance or localization issues. So this will ensure the clear ownership and the fast decision making before the markdown risk escalates further. So the outcome is very simple, like earlier intervention, lower markdown exposure, and better margin protection. So by acting on the early demand and the inventory signals, this agent will ensure a disciplined execution and clear ownership before the clearance decision become unavoidable.